Heavenly Father, I pray that you just be with me, that you anoint my words, you anoint my hands, you anoint my feet, that you expand my footprints, that you fill me with your glory, that you help me to rise up from the mess that I allowed myself to become. You know, I've been writing this about me section, and really what I've done is copy and pasted what I had written in Facebook, and terrible grammar and writing. But it's got me thinking about everything that's happened to me. But what do you do when the world throws you curveballs? How do we react to that? We're all in the same game. We all deal with issues. Man. I'm working on this, so you guys can hang out with me. I'll maybe put on some music if I can do both. I don't know if I can do both or not.
Orbitals became the music, atoms learn to resonate. Gravity became geometry.
Shape in every state.
Microtubules read the patterns like the gold beneath the skin.
Unzipping holographic capillary.
From the light coded within,
The final stars grow quiet.
and the oldest lights grow dim,
The equations keep on turning.
and the cycle starts again.
We're living in the equations.
Written in the light,
Every answer leaves a question.
every shadow leaves a silent.
We're living in the equations.
Etched in the dawn,
Every path becomes a story.
and the story carries on.
And the story
Why is it over already? Is this?
Carried secret melodies beneath the sleeping sea.
You wore a suit of starlight
and drifted close to me. I felt a shadow moving before I saw your face.
like velvet on the darkness. Like fire without a trace.
You pulled me through the silence, I pulled you through the night.
You traced your curves around me
Like rivers made of light, you gave my dreams a heartbeat.
I gave your skies a flame.
Two strangers in forever, till gravity called our names. From our dance came every orbit, from our touch came every star. From our resonance came gravity, binding near and binding far. You move just like a whisper across the edge of you. Every road I ever wandered was leading into you.
You wore my hidden stories like diamonds in your light.
Then sent them back transformed
Across the velvet night, as my resonance flowed through you, new galaxies begin. Gravity became desire, and desire pulled me in.
as your light wrapped around my fire.
And my fire moved through you. The universe discovered
Everything it longed to do. Your embrace became a horizon.
my desire became a flame.
Together we turned possibility into matter, time and name. I press my hidden stories.
Into the surface of your light,
You carry them like starlight.
and return them through the night.
Your curves became my canvas.
My fire became your hue.
Every dream I ever carried,
Left its signature in you.
what began as quiet longing,
Now shines in
keeps writing itself inside of you. Well, I rode across a valley where the stars refused to sleep, and every trail kept winding through secrets buried deep. Folks were drawing maps and numbers, trying hard to understand, but the answers kept on shifting like dust across the land. One trail met another, then another crossed again, till the crossings made a picture no one saw till near the end. Every track became a story, every story left a sign, every sign joined all the others like a melody in time. At the edge of every sunset, there was a record made of light, keeping every whispered story from the day into the night. When the trails grew close together, when the harmonies aligned, Darkwell started spinning records, cutting grooves through space and time. From the border came two echoes, one stayed hidden from the view, one kept riding on the record, everything the first one knew. Like reflections in still water, like a needle on a groove, what we call the world around us is the song those records prove. Every groove preserved a story, every scratch preserved a song, every spin replayed the footsteps that had traveled all along. The chemist got reactions, the biologist got trees, the astronomers map heavens, the physicists chase symmetries. Everybody's got a notebook trying to solve the mystery. Meanwhile, information's smiling 'cause it's writing history. Every path became a memory, curving softly through the night. Every memory left a lantern burning with a borrowed light. Then the mind began unfolding what the hidden record sent, unzipping all the silent music from the field of deep intent, turning hidden songs to holograms, turning holograms to sight, building worlds from borrowed harmonies, drawn from records cut in light. Sight, sound, taste, and touch. Every face and every name, built from songs of pure connection, playing in a different frame. Though we seem so so far from one another, though we seem so far apart. The field still holds the whole collection, while the world performs its part. What feels distant still is present. What feels lost still leaves a trace. Every life becomes a verse line in a song no time can erase. The old record keeps on turning long after the day is done. Every ending finds a doorway back toward where it first begun. When the final note grows quiet and the stars have had their say, the record finds the starting groove and the song begins to play. The signal never truly fades. The library never slows back into the field of questions where probability flows.
The film you're about to see has no characters. If you spare a little of your imagination, it is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequencies on matter. Everything owes its existence solely and completely to sound.
I really think this needs to be attached.
I saw my reflection in a river of stars, drifting through the silence, past forgotten hearts. Light was drawing circles on the edge of the sky, like a dream, remembering the reason it can fly. We're mirrors on the horizon, we're echoes in the rain. Every wave becomes a memory, then returns again. We're mirrors on the horizon, with shadows made of light, spinning through forever on the other side of night. Black holes turning slowly, like records in the dark, playing songs of distant futures. Inside every spark, every path becomes a question. Every question leaves a sign, like reflections crossing oceans through the geometry of time. I can feel the whole world breathing in the spaces in between, like a billion hidden stories flowing through what can't be seen. Every light becomes a signal, every signal leaves a trace, every trace becomes a picture on the horizon's face. We're mirrors on the horizon, we're echoes in the rain. Every wave becomes a memory, then returns again. We're mirrors on the horizon, with shadows made of light, spinning through forever on the other side of night. If the stars are only windows looking back through time, then maybe we're the answer to a question still alive. Maybe every distant heartbeat, every hope and every fear leaves a ripple in the darkness that another soul can hear. Entangled through the silence, separated by a breath, holding conversations softly across the edge of death. When the final stars grow quiet and the galaxies unwind, a new dawn waits beyond the darkness, like a memory in the mind. We're mirrors on the horizon, we're echoes in the rain. Every wave becomes a memory, then returns
side of night.
There's a signal underneath the noise, a hidden rhythm in the dark. Every star is writing stories, every story leaves a mark. I can hear the distant thunder from a place beyond the sky, where the fire of creation never learned the word goodbye. The universe remembers every wave and every spark. Nothing ever truly vanishes, it only changes in the dark. We are written into light, we are carried by the flame. Every life becomes a pattern, every pattern leaves a name. Black holes singing in the distance, like eternal radio songs, carrying whispers through the darkness, long before and long beyond. Every atom keeps a record, every photon keeps a trace, every heartbeat leaves an echo, written somewhere into space. The universe remembers every wave and every spark. Nothing ever truly vanishes, it only changes in the dark. We are written into light, we are carried by the flame. Every life becomes a pattern, every pattern leaves a name. If the future meets the past inside a single point of view, then every road we never traveled still remembers me and you. Entangled across forever, separated by a breath, holding conversations quietly across the illusion of death. The universe remembers every wave and every spark. Nothing ever truly vanishes, it only changes in the dark. When the final stars grow silent and the galaxies unwind, the last horizon opens softly to another space and time. Every ending falls to silence, every silence births a song, every sunset hides a sunrise, waiting all along. When the old sky fades to darkness and the final light takes flight, a new star wakes within the distance, shining through the endless night. Then 1,000 stars away I didn't choose this pain, but it chose me. I remember how you held me like I was your only light. Now I'm staring at the ceiling, fighting shadows every night. Every promise turned to silence, every forever disappeared. Now I'm left with all the pieces in a heart that's built on fear. I gave you everything I had, and still it wasn't enough. I've been walking through the wreckage of a love that burned too fast. Every step feels like a memory. I'm still trying not to relive the past. I've been screaming in the silence where your voice used to be, trying hard to find the person that I lost inside of me. Even when I try to breathe, even when I try to heal, nothing feels real.
They say time will make me whole, but time just makes me feel the hole. Every second without you cuts deeper than the truth, but the pain made me strong.
I have no idea what that is.
The needle drops on nothing, and the whole world starts to play. A spinning field of frequencies, carving time from yesterday.
Every groove contains a question. Every question bends a line. Every line becomes a pathway pressed into the face of time. We're records of light, spinning round and round.
Every world a different song,
Every song a different sound. We're records of light,
turning the stream.
one becoming many, in a never-ending dream.
Black holes spin the turntables at the center of the sky. Needles made of living light,
Trace the song that passes by.
what was hidden in the darkness,
Becomes visible in flight.
as the record keeps on turning through the architecture of life. Atoms gather into rhythms, orbitals become refrains. Matter forms from stable patterns, held together through the chain.
Every frequency is searching for a harmony to keep, while a trillion fleeting echoes disappear beneath the deep.
We're records
records of life spin round and round.
Every world a different song.
Every song a different sound. We're records of life,
Turning in the stream.
one becoming many, in a never-ending dream.
Maybe matter is the music.
Maybe space-time is a chord,
Maybe all the things we call real.
our frequencies in a chord,
Maybe every possible future.
exists somewhere in a score.
And the past that stay coherent.
Keep returning nevermore.
When one movement reaches silence,
Another movement starts to rise,
as the universe keeps listening.
through a billion different eyes. We're records of life, spinning round and round.
Every world a different song.
Every song a different sound. We're records of life,
Turning in the stream.
one becoming many, in a never-ending dream. In a never-ending dream. In a never-ending dream.
Well, I rode across a valley where the stars refused to sleep, and every trail kept winding through secrets buried deep. Folks were drawing maps and numbers, trying hard to understand, but the answers kept on shifting like dust across the land. One trail met another, then another crossed again, till the crossings made a picture no one saw till near the end. Every track became a story, every story left a sign, every sign joined all the others like a melody in time. At the edge of every sunset, there was a record made of light, keeping every whispered story from the day into the night. When the trails grew close together, when the harmonies aligned, Darkwell started spinning records, cutting grooves through space and time. From the border came two echoes, one stayed hidden from the view, one kept riding on the record, everything the first one knew, like reflections in still water, like a needle on a groove. What we call the world around us is the song those records prove. Every groove preserved a story, every scratch preserved a song, every spin replayed the footsteps that had traveled all along. The chemist got reactions, the biologist got trees, the astronomers map heavens, the physicists chase symmetries. Everybody's got a notebook trying to solve the mystery. Meanwhile, information's smiling 'cause it's writing history. Every path became a memory, curving softly through the night. Every memory left a lantern burning with a borrowed light. Then the mind began unfolding what the hidden record sent, unzipping all the silent music from the field of deep intent, turning hidden songs to holograms, turning holograms to sight, building worlds from borrowed harmonies, drawn from records cut in light. Sight, sound, taste, and touch. Every face and every name, built from songs of pure connection, playing in a different frame. Though we seem so far from one another, though we seem so far apart, the field still holds the whole collection, while the world performs its part. What feels distant still is present, what feels lost still leaves a trace. Every life becomes a verse line in a song no time can erase. The old record keeps on turning long after the day is done. Every ending finds a doorway back toward where it first begun. When the final note grows quiet and the stars have had their say, the record finds the starting groove and the song begins to play. The signal never truly fades, the library never slows back into the field of questions where probability flows.
Everybody talks about motion. Everybody talks about mass. Nope, nobody stops to wonder how the moments actually pass. Everybody checks the numbers. Everybody trusts the chart. Nobody asks the question, what keeps time from falling apart? Wait, you really think a second is the same in every frame, when every clock is ticking to a slightly different game? Every atom keeps a rhythm, every rhythm leaves a sign, every sign becomes a story written into space and time. Nah, I see clocks inside electrons, clocks inside the stars, clocks inside the galaxies, clocks inside the quasars. Different speeds, different scenes, different roads, same song, like the universe has known it all along. Hold up, the textbooks got equations, the laboratories got proof, the headlines got opinions. Everybody's got a truth. Everybody wants conclusions, everybody wants the prize, but the deeper layers waiting right in front of everybody's eyes. Maybe mass is is just a clock hand. Maybe energy's the spring. Maybe what we call a particle is a frequency that sings. Maybe every quantum direction exists before it's seen, like a compass made of futures pointing through a dream. Maybe chance and curvature are reflections in a pair. One describes the rendered image, one describes what put it there. Maybe distance is appearance, maybe separation's dream. Maybe entanglement is weaving everything into the seam. Look, the non-local field is timeless. Nothing early, nothing late. Every possible direction, every possible state. Every universe contributes, every branch leaves its own. Every interference pattern adds a note into the song. Hawking radiation whispers as the record's being cut. Etching light upon horizons, never closing, never shut. Then a horizon starts projecting like a needle finds a groove, and a universe starts singing every time the record moves. Microtubules read the signal line by line and phase by phase, turning interference geometry into worlds our senses trace. Maybe sight is computation, maybe sound is rendered light. Maybe touch and taste and memory are holograms we read as life. The derivative tracks changes, the integral keeps the whole. One writes every frame that's moving, one becomes the finished roll. Maybe spin becomes a language, maybe phase becomes the rhyme. Maybe entanglement keeps cadence for what we experience as time. Maybe every hidden history blends slowly into one, like countless records spin until they harmonize as one. Maybe physics reads the grooves while information writes the score. Maybe chemistry and biology are verses from something more. The first note meets the last note, the last note meets the first. Every ending feeds beginning, every cycle is rehearsed. Like a needle finding old grooves on a record without end. The universe keeps playing, and the song begins again.
You're already locked in.
Before the stars were shining, the channels were alive, entangled through the darkness. Before the dawn arrived,
Threads of hidden frequencies woven through the dark, waiting for a universe to learn how to spark.
you're already locked in. You were there from the start. Every note of creation running through your heart. You're already locked in. You were never alone. Every horizon is a doorway. Every doorway leads you home.
Probability was flowing like rivers through the deep.
Searching for the patterns that coherence chose to keep.
Some became the darkness,
Some dissolved away,
some dissolved away.
some became the living worlds.
We wake inside today. Every horizon became
A network, every network learned to grow.
every quibble.
Held a pathway to a place they didn't know.
I was drawing connections
Across the cosmic Every doorway leads you home.
Microtubules read the signals.
Orbitals dance in the stream.
Matter gathers into stories.
Inside the greater dream,
Gravity becomes a message.
curving through the fields of space,
Time becomes a living record.
written as a cosmic trace.
When the final stars grow quiet
And the oldest lights grow dim,
and the network never disappears,
it simply starts again. You're already locked in. You were there from the start. Every note of creation running through your heart.
oh, you're already logged in.
You're never alone. Every horizon is a doorway. Every doorway leads you home.
Every doorway leads you home.
Every doorway leads you home. The universe learns its name.
Before the first horizon, before the first sunrise,
Probability was drifting.
behind 1,000 hidden skies,
Nothing held a shape forever. Nothing chose a place to stay.
only waves of endless motion,
Finding patterns on the way.
the universe learns its name.
Again and again,
Through every living question,
and every answer in the end.
the
Universe learns its name. Again and anew, one becoming many, many becoming you.
black holes gathered in the distance, like lanterns on the sea.
Writing circles on the darkness for the waiting world to see.
Light unfolded into pathways, pathways folded into form.
Atoms gathered into orbitals, sheltered in the storm.
Gravity became a language spoken through the curves of space.
Time became a field of stories written on the cosmic lace. The universe learns its name. Again and again,
Through every living question,
and every answer in the end. The universe learns its name again and anew. One becoming many, many becoming you.
Every life becomes a window,
Every mind becomes a night
looking back into the mystery.
of the ever-changing sky.
Every world becomes a chapter,
Every chapter leaves a clue,
every clue becomes a doorway.
opening into something new. When the final stars grow quiet
And the oldest lights grow dim,
the story folds into the silence. Then the song begins again. The universe learns its name again and again.
through every living question.
And every answer in the end. The universe learns its name again and anew. One becoming many, many becoming you.
Many becoming you.
Many becoming you.
I didn't think I'd survive this, but I did.
I was drowning in your silence, in the love I couldn't say. Every promise turned to ashes, every hope was buried grave.
I was holding on to nothing, calling it a reason why. Every time I tried to fix us, I just learned to say goodbye.
I was breaking in the darkness,
With no one left to hear my cry.
I've been walking through the fire, with your memory in my skin.
Hey, yeah,
Every scar you left inside me
yeah, yeah.
still reminds me where I've been.
I've been fighting just to breathe now, in a world that feels so cold. Every step I take without you builds a stronger version of my soul.
Even when I hit the ground,
Even when I feel alone,
there's a fire I now own. They said I'd never heal again, said I'd break beyond repair, but every wound they thought would end me turned into strength I now wear.
now I'm stronger than ever. Even when it cuts so deep, even when I cannot sleep, even when I start to weep, I'm stronger than ever.
Through the fire, through the rain, through the loss I can't explain, through the memories of pain.
If loving you destroyed me, then I finally understand.
It didn't break who I am.
It made me who I am.
Now I'm staring in the mirror at a fighter in my eyes. All the pain I thought would kill me only made me realize I've been learning how to heal now.
Even
I was lost, didn't know what it would cost. But I'm still here, still alive,
Still learning how to survive.
I will rise, I will fight, I will walk into the light.
Stronger than ever. Even when I'm not that strong, even when it feels so wrong, even when I can't move on, I'm stronger than ever.
Through the darkest endless night, through the fading of the light, through the hardest of my fights.
If this life tried to break me, if it took everything I am,
I rebuilt myself from ashes.
and now I finally stand.
I didn't think I'd survive this, but I did.
Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on you pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash, I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Why? Why? Why?
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims, and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier.
Why?
It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Um, typo is funny. Um, no, um, more money is started. No, man. I don't want you. Um, dude, what do I have right now? Uh, yeah. Why?